Hi, my name is Mark Orgettas. I'm part of the APP group at Emerson Swan, and today I'd like to talk to you about heat trace, in particular hot water temperature maintenance, or what we commonly term as HWAT. HWAT is a heat trace system that's used in lieu of recirculation systems in domestic hot water. These systems allow us to turn this into this. Using HWAT reduces time to tap, energy conservation, water conservation, and equipment costs that are usually associated with a recirculation system. The heat trace system consists of an HWAT Eco controller, heating cable, rate-click power connectors, and T's. The heat trace cable is connected to a pipe, which is then connected to a rate-click PC or a rate-click power connector. On one side of the connector we have the cable. The other side of the connector we have a 3-wire whip, which power can be brought from the controller. The controller is always trying to maintain 140 degrees within the hot water piping at all times. These algorithms are shown here in this chart. The system is constantly learning and changing the algorithm every time it's being used. The most important part of HWAT is the insulation thickness. Insulation thickness must match the pipe diameter, as you can see in this chart here. So why use HWAT? In this diagram here, we can see a properly piped recirculation system. It has a dedicated recirc pump, automatic riser vents, and balancing valves. These prevent many challenges for engineers, especially in high-rise applications, mostly because balancing these systems can be problematic. We also have to worry about over-pumping or overheating the water that's being returned to the water heater. As we know, water heaters work much more efficiently and condense much better when introduced with colder water at the source. This is a chart that shows pipe length, GPM flow, and time to tap. As you can see in this chart, most of these applications are at unacceptable levels for time to tap. This has prompted new codes to address the time to tap issue. New codes require that engineers design systems to bring recirculation piping to the back of the fixture. This creates new problems for engineers due to additional piping and more balancing valves in the equation. In high-rise applications, many engineers struggle with pressure zones. To address this issue, they will split the zones, creating separate recirc loops for each zone. This requires more recirculation pumps as well as separate zone water heaters for these applications. This again adds to the complexity and the cost of a recirculation system. Using an HWAT system, there is no need to use recirculation pumps, recirculation piping, balancing valves, air binding, added water heaters, and overpumping or overheating recirc water. The only components that are needed are what is shown in front of you. This piping now can all be removed and heat trace cable applied to keep that temperature all the time at 140 degrees. Using HWAT also improves domestic hot water heating, reducing cycling, reduced maintenance, longer life of the system, and optimizing the condensing properties. So to summarize, you can see clearly how using HWAT can help with time to tap, energy conservation, equipment costs, and also can contribute to LEED points for these LEED certified projects. If you would like more information about using HWAT for your projects, please contact me at Emerson Swan. Thank you.